welcome to The Tonight Show. Ladies and gentlemen, you're here. You're watching the right show. Thank you. Well, I love you too. Well, guys, one of the biggest movies of the year, Spider-Man: No Way Home, has finally hit theaters. Finally, fans are going nuts. People haven't been this pumped for a Marvel movie since the last one came out a week ago. Yep, everyone's excited to see it in theaters. Even Dr. Fauci was like, screw it, I gotta support this guy. He's wearing a mask. Let's go, I'm ready to go. Yep, as we speak, fans are lined up to see the movie, including plenty of guys dressed like Spider-Man who definitely can't pull off dressing like Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? In this movie, Spider-Man has to fight off a bunch of crazy villains at once, and after he does, he's immediately hired as a flight attendant for United. Speaking of airlines, in a Senate hearing, the CEOs of Southwest and American Airlines both questioned the need for masks on planes. The same thing actually happened last month with the CEO of Spirit and Pants. Yep, the Southwest CEO was like, who needs masks? There's plenty of fresh air. We fly with the top down. Buckle up, everybody! Speaking of wearing masks on planes, I heard about one passenger who tried to work around the rule. Listen to this.
A man is now banned from flying with United Airlines after deciding to mask up with a bright red thong.
If you fly Spirit, that's the oxygen mask that drops down in an emergency. Make sure to put it on yourself first, then the...
Dumps like a truck.
A few minutes later, an air marshal walked over and gave him a mouth wedgie. That was interesting. You guys see this? Former President Trump is really upset with his old chief of staff, Mark Meadows, for writing in his book that Trump's hair looked awful when he had COVID. It must have looked really bad, because that's how most people describe Trump's hair when he's healthy. Meanwhile, I read that this holiday season, Melania Trump is releasing her first NFT called Melania's Vision, which is a watercolor of her eyes. Donald was like, I'm so proud of you. Congrats on the nuft. Yep, Trump's excited about it. He thinks NFT stands for not filing taxes. The cool thing about Melania's NFT, just like she does with her husband, as soon as you turn away, the eyes roll. It's amazing. Hey, this is cool. In a recent interview, Usain Bolt said that playing Mario Kart helped him become an Olympic champion. I'm in shock, because apparently I've been training for the Olympics for the last 35 years. Well, get this. Here in New York, an MTA manager was caught with a blow-up doll in the front seat of his car. And he's insisting that he uses it for the company and not so that he can drive in the carpool lane. In a related story, he's lying. Guy was like, look, if you have a problem with this, talk to my lawyer. And then he blew up another doll. And finally, guys, Sing 2 is coming out next week. I mean, we're excited about this. It has such an amazing cast, and we wanted to do something fun with the actors, so we gave them a bunch of weird phrases and asked them to sneak those phrases into their interviews as casually as possible. No one knew we were doing this, so check it out. It's time for Drop It In.
Drop it in, drop it in, drop it in.
Obviously, everyone's gonna watch Sing 2 for Christmas. How do you guys plan on celebrating Christmas this year?
I'm just gonna eat a lot of food, I feel like, because you know what they say, if you can't lick the spoon, just eat the bowl.
That's right.
Which of the following is not a marsupial? Kangaroo, koala, or platypus?
Koala.
Platypus have no pouches. They're the only egg-laying mammal.
Pouches, eggs, grape nuts, go nuts. Yeah.
I think it's also a movie about overcoming your own personal obstacles, and I mean, even the Pringles guy gets lonely in January.
How many Sing stories do you want to tell? Like, have you thought of what you would write for Sing 3 or Sing 4?
It could be a Sing 3, Sing 4, Sing 5, Sing 6, Sing 7, Sing 8, yeah. Sing 9, Sing 10.
It'd be like the
Sing
Kids
11,
Bop version
Sing
of
12.
movies.
Yeah, I mean, you'd skip 13 because of,
Yeah, no, you
bad,
can never do
bad
13.
vibes. But no, I think otherwise it could go on forever.
So this was obviously filming during the pandemic, or did you guys get together at any point?
They're great. as T the Tiger says. They're great!
That's sort of the fun of show business, and the hard part is, you know, you get ready and then there's someone who can tell you no, and it's deflating. You know, it's never a great idea to microwave a balloon, and I think that the beauty of this cast of characters is they don't stop.
In the film, Buster Moon has to tell a little white lie. I'm curious to know if you've ever had to exaggerate a special skill to either land a role or get ahead.
I never will tell a white lie, and that's something I learned when I once put a balloon inside of a microwave, and it's never a good idea to put a balloon in a microwave. I just have one last thing to say. Nunca es una buena idea poner un globo en el microondas. And that's something that is really important to remember.
Thank you for sharing that tip with us.
Guys, we have exactly 2 shows left before we go on Christmas break, which means it's time for that beloved Tonight Show tradition. It's time for 12 days of Christmas sweaters. Here we go.
12 days of Christmas sweaters, 2 days left.
That's right, every show between now and Christmas, we'll be giving one lucky audience member an absurdly cool Christmas sweater from the Countdown to Christmas cabinet. Now, since there are 2 shows left, let's open door number 2. Where is door number 2? Wow. Are you ready? Yeah, Santa! Look at that. Whoa. That's a lot of sweater right there. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at that. You turn it around? Oh, look at that. Come on. That's high quality right there. Now let's see who's going to go home with tonight's sweater. Everyone look at your seat number. If I call your number, come on down. Quest, can I get a drum roll, please? Who wants the sweater? The good one. 2, 3, 2. Come on down. Wow, hello. Welcome. What is your name and where are you from?
Abby Lane from Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, from Nashville, Tennessee. Oh, we love Nashville. Well, sometimes it gets cool, it gets cozy up there in Nashville. Sure. Would you like to try this on for the audience?
Absolutely.
Just so everyone can see it. How beautiful it looks. I think this is perfect. No one will have this in Nashville. No. Probably any state you go to, they won't have it. Tennessee. Oh, wow, look at that. That is fantastic. Look at that. You look gorgeous. Oh my, yes, oh my goodness. Fantastic, thank you so much. Congrats to our winner.
Hey, hey.